Hi. um, I'm fine. um, hi. It just sounds really loud when I talk right now because I haven't really been talking a lot. I've been very quiet for the last several hours, um, and I'm knitting. I'm knitting a weird kind of scarf. Is this the only part of the scarf? No. Well, it makes sense eventually. I hope so. Um, Crafting is very important, and I have been watching stuff on Netflix because I could afford to get Netflix, and I was a lot calmer than I am now. But this is fine and normal, and I'm much more aware of my sleeves not being. Anyways, um, I am so anxious. Oh my god. But I'm fine. And all I'm trying to say is I'm just pulling this up because you have to pull it up because I have it in a bucket so that it'll unwind without going in on the floor because the floor is covered in fake pine needles because I'm making a wreath and there's a Christmas tree that you can see behind me. I got this thing on the side of the road, and I got this fake Christmas tree out of a dumpster, or behind a dumpster, whatever. So, making some free shit, which is exciting. Um, I made, I don't know if I put it on the thing. These are like branches off of it, and then I added more things onto it. Those are wall decorations, which is exciting stuff. And I have plaid pockets as stockings for organizing my weird stuff on the wall that I'm decorating. Um, and I am describing all of these things right now because I don't really know what to talk about. Because I don't really want to talk about anything. Because I'm getting anxious, like right here again. My stomach is like anxious, and and I just, it's like I don't really want to talk about how stupid I am. I'm not stupid, but I can be, and um, and I don't think it's all my fault, but I think some of it's my fault, but also I think some of it's your fault. But I don't know if I can explain it right now because I am anxious, and it helps with anxiety. Mountain Dew does. I can't even drink it on the camera right now. I'm too fucking anxious. Like as a funny joke. And so this has been a really weird video that I'm not sure if I'm gonna put up because why? Why can't I just talk in logical sentences? I don't know, but I can't right now. I can't talk in logical sentences. All I'm trying to say is that, it's like, I feel like you post, like, things that are like, here, I'm posting this, and then for whatever reason and I don't even think it's your fault, I think it's my fault, but for whatever reason, you put, like, just a little bit of, like, emphasis on a certain part by accident, or, like, you do something weird, like, in it, and I think that you're doing weird stuff and saying weird stuff in certain ways because you're answering my energy and you're like, because I think you want to make me happy and I have a lot of things, like I have a lot of anxieties. So I think you're like answering the anxieties that are bothering me instead of completely just posting what you're trying to post. And then I'm like, I feel like this is something, but what does that mean? And I like focus in on the whatever it is. And so then I get very anxious and I can't think logically. And if that happens for long enough, you can come up with like all kinds of theories. I'm just saying, shoot, like, like, just, just thinking about stuff. some point I will be able to explain it. I don't know. Because it's like, did local tomfoolery mean that you were like, I'm here and I have time? Because that is not what I thought it meant at all. I was deep in a thought process of thinking that you were like Bennies and stuff, and or that there was at least one other Benny, and then one other. If you're you, I thought that there was a Benny that was just like you, and I was, but you're like the same but different. But I don't think that's what's going on. But that's what I thought, and then so Benny and I were talking because you might have multiple personality disorder. I'm not sure, or you're just dissociated enough that I can talk to one. I mean, hey, I'm dissociated to a son, and so I'm just saying, like, perhaps you, because I saw it in the videos today that you had a lot of emotions that you don't normally have, and so I was thinking maybe you dissociate too. I'm not sure, but in some type of way, I can talk to your energy, but like in it's like different energies, and then there's other energies that are like making things confusing and stuff, and changing what I hear sometimes, and so like I don't totally like count on what I hear energetically or see or whatever. That's not like a ton of stuff. There's just some stuff like I don't count on it to be accurate all the time, but yeah, you said local tomfoolery, and like maybe like I don't know. It's not like I've never thought of Tom, but you said tomfoolery, and I thought of your brother, and maybe like a couple days before that. I don't know if I mean you have that weird TikTok about ghosts coming out of the walls, so like I don't know if you believe in dead people. I don't know if it's really his energy or somebody else's energy. That's why I hadn't brought it up because I was like, I don't know. But I had been talking to him and he seems very nice if that's his energy. I don't know. I talked to a lot of different energies. I wasn't gonna not talk to him, that would be rude. Um, and and so then like at one point Benny, who is probably actually you, was like, yeah, I'm trying to like bring him back through my body or something, and like his energy is visiting, and but that you had already been trying to do that and stuff. I don't know. That was what Benny was saying about Benny, and I was like, oh, that's exciting stuff. Like, I don't know. And then you posted that like a day or two later. You posted that after I had been talking to Tom's energy and or talking to Benny's energy and or I don't know. But and if you have like 15 or 20 bodies, it's not that weird to like bring somebody else back. Like, I don't know what kind of stuff you do. I don't know. I've seen some really weird fucking shit in the world. So I have a pretty open mind of possibilities. I'm just like, could it be true? Let's research. You know? So I don't know. But that's what I thought it was. And then so all those pictures, I was like, sure, I'm like intrigued in it and stuff, but I wasn't even. I was under the impression that it had your brother's energy in it, so I wasn't looking for like stuff from you. I was like trying to figure out whatever the fuck Benny and Tom were talking about, cause but it's complicated and I don't really like. There wasn't really like a it's complicated. I don't really know how to describe it all yet. Cause also like the way that your hand looks. I don't know. It was like Benny was gonna kill you, and that's why like the next day I was or that night or something I was like, hey, everything's fine. Like, but I don't know. I'm not. You have free will. Like, do what you want. Or he was telling me that you were gonna kill him. I don't know. It was something about like somebody's gonna kill somebody, and I was like, don't I'm gonna do it without thinking, but like I'm not gonna tell you not to. But like everybody calm down. And and so that's what I thought that it was not, and then but also that's not when it started getting anxious. Like it's been for like since I've been in Providence. I got here and it was just, and you know why? It's probably because there's a library here and it's a triangle library. So I think there's a lot of energy around here, And I know it's a triangle library, because, well, they have like a weird triangle thing, and it's like a weird fancy library. But I still have this thing that I just haven't thrown it out because I keep thinking, like, where the fuck am I going to throw it out? But also, I don't think it means anything. It might or it might not. I don't know. But it's like a sticker that you get if you're a guest to, like, point out that. But it's, like, weird. They gave it to me, and I was like, this is a weird fucking library. I don't know. It's like a Greek or Roman head on it. I'm not really sure. But. And then I went and I, like, sat and was on my phone for, like, 30 minutes in the basement of the. Because there's, like, a couple stories. And, I mean, I can't guarantee that it's triangle people, but it's something. And there's a Federal Reserve here, too, so that's a lot of energy, too. So I think just the entire time that I've been in Providence, I've just been, like, getting chill with the vibes around here. But it's been, like, stressing me out so much. And then on top of that, also, I did not have any money to buy, like, materials and stuff for crafting. So I was just, like, cutting up, like, old t-shirts and stuff, and I was really frustrated, and it was, like, fucking me up a lot. But now I have yarn. I have lots of yarn. I have this giant thing of black yarn. I have this giant thing of purple yarn. I have some white yarn over there. I have 3 different plaids to make stuff out of. And so, yeah, it was just a lot of energy. And me just, like, being like, what the fuck is even going on? And lots of other, but it's been, and it's been, because I've been talking to your brother's energy since, but I don't even know if it's him. So, and I wasn't trying to be like, hey, I talked to him, because, like, I don't know. But then you put up tomfoolery, and I was like, but now if I look at it, I'm like, that might have meant something else that I was not even aware of, because I was, like, so in the energies of talking to beings and stuff, and just other parts of life and stuff. And work has been a lot. I've basically just been at work, working, and here trying to do stuff, and I'm finally, like, getting to the point where I can actually be productive, and it's making me feel a lot better. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the one before tomfoolery, and then you had the one that I remember, the one that's after. Oh, and, like, I don't like saying people's names, but Ryan had posted something in, like, all caps. It was, like, caps lock on, and I think it's the same kind of thing where, like, my energy is, like, talking to somebody, or it might even just be, like, other energies that are, like, kind of, like, bringing me information / like, sending information, but then I'm not calling them evil. I'm not calling you guys evil, but, like, they might be. I don't know. I think they try to be nice sometimes, and then they just don't really understand, like, how to act. I'm not really sure. Anyways, but Ryan put caps lock on, and I thought that he was writing that. I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought that he was writing that for Benny. I thought that Benny had him say that so that I could talk to Benny specifically in caps lock. But I think that, baby, you might just have a lot of dissociation and or some kind of, I don't want to tell you what's wrong with you. Like, I'm not, like, trying to tell you what's wrong with you. I'm just saying, I think you might have enough multiple personalities, even if you have them at the same time or something, so that you created an alter you just so that you could get me to, like, yell at you, and you wanted, like, all caps, and you were, like, trying, because at one point I was like, I'm not trying to yell, though, and that was a whole debate with Benny, where it was like, it's just gonna look like I'm yelling, so I can't really, and I would use it, like, one word or something. I'd make, like, a couple things. Like, I think at some points I wrote, like, with caps and not caps, like the fucking weird writing in SpongeBob. That's because I was like, I mean, I'm trying to include you, but like, I'm not just gonna like start yelling things on, like, have it look like I'm just like yelling things. Because I didn't want to like be really weird, so that's why it started getting just like even weirder. And then, and, but I had, but again, like, it's not like I just always, sometimes I see something and I'm like, well, that means this now. But a lot of the time, it's like that time was like, Benny and I were talking about how he needed a thing and he wanted like his own, like, because I started calling him Benny and I was like, I don't know, I mean, you could be Benny. And, but he was like, oh, um, like we'd energetically, me and whatever Benny is or whoever Benny is, or I don't fucking know, was like, and Benny could even just be a combination of your energies that you're dismissing and your bro's energies trying to talk to me and tell me stuff that's going on. I don't know, but um, but Benny and I had been talking about like how to specifically talk to him. I think that's why I started saying Alex and Alexander. I don't know how much I actually put that one on Twitter, but and then that said caps lock us on, and I was like, okay, so you want caps locks, and I tried to do it for like a couple days, and then I was like, we're gonna move to exclamation points for you because that's much more chill. And Benny's energy was like, okay, like that's fine. Um, but again, I don't even think that Benny's real now, so I think that all of this is just insane. And look, I have a very long, thin scarf. What am I gonna do with it? Well, I could tell you, but that would ruin the surprise, but I'm probably gonna tell you anyways. Uh, I'm trying to make sure it's long enough. I think, yeah, that's like plenty long. Alright, awesome. Now, I'm gonna drink some Mountain Dew because I am thirsty. And, I need to start tapering. I need to start tapering off my scarf, which means that I close a loop in each thingy-majigger of this line of this whatever. Okay, great. I am really sorry if you were trying to be nice and be like, because I subbed you, and then I think that you subbed me back, and I'm just really stupid, and I still don't get why you would like me, so I'm just like, but I was already on a different thought process, but I just can't really quite comprehend why anybody would actually, like, I like myself, and I'm like, I definitely should be with somebody, and then you like me, and I'm like, why? And but it's such a why that it doesn't really go through my head. It's just kind of like, it just goes over my head. I'm just like, nah, that's not, I don't even realize that that's what you're doing, so, um, so I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm such a stupid bitch, because you seem sad today, and, I don't really know what to say about it, because I can't, like, hug you and stuff. I can only make a stupid YouTube video about it, so I am just kind of lacking for words right now, because I don't really know what to say. And because you looked kind of sad yesterday, but I was still like coming off of like really helps to smoke weed. I'll tell you that much. It is like really helpful. I'm not smoking too much at a time. I'm trying to save it, and also I've already smoked a lot. I'm like smoking and watching kids' Christmas movies on Netflix. It's quite awesome. You know what else is awesome? When you don't sound so sad. Because you sound sad today, and I don't really know. Because and then I think that you were like, let's talk about it over a photo chat. And didn't even I didn't even realize that you were trying to talk to me. I was just like, because at that point, when you put, just so you know, when you put the, like the Photoshop challenge thing, I was under the impression that one of your Benny bodies, the thing that I said, the other day, yesterday or something, one of your Benny bodies was somewhere and somebody had it and it didn't feel good and stuff. And, so and then also, I thought that your other buddy also had those. Why? Well, because of this thing on whatever side it's on, bro. And it looks like, I'm not trying to call you guys weird, but like, you guys pick weird things to so many of you. So many of you have weird things where I'm like, there's a lot of clues to point to me being correct on that theory, but I really don't think I am. I really think I'm wrong. But I really think that that you guys aren't like doing all of those things, but I'm just saying, if you start going on that path, like there's a lot of like clues to be like, well, there's this and then there's this. Like the way that your buddy is wearing that blazer, that very casual blazer, is like, it just it's just a style, right? But I mean, with the whatever necklace or whatever it was, I don't know. It's just very much. I'm just saying. And I mean, I think you guys were just dressing up and looking nice, and I think you both look really nice. But also, I think you both. It looks like he is your exciting buddy, and that you're quite exciting yourself. And then you went and had a fun time meeting your buddy's buddies in those. So that's what the symbolism looks like, and I think I'm just a dumb bitch for thinking that that was what was going on, because I knew a while ago that you were my band captain, and now you're more than my band captain, but I think you're a band captain, and love it. And I just think that there's a lot of other things that are going on in the world, and it's possible that you never know who somebody is and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've just been losing my mind slowly. Um, Other people do have other things, and also it's just like a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff, and I have met a lot of random people while traveling, and not in like a like I've like gotten to know people where they like tell me stuff like about being friends with buddies like that. I forgot about that one. Somebody showed me a book once. I barely even had time to read it, but it was a light blue book, and I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but I got to at least look at it for a tiny bit, and then I got arrested for being ridiculous at a 7-Eleven, so I did not get to keep reading it. But if I went to go see them, I could probably go and see it, and they would probably show it to me. Anyways. But, um, so anyways, yeah, I just, it's like you put up a lot of stuff, and I wasn't even in the right mind frame to look at that. And now it says cute boys, I'm the problem, it's me, cute boys, or something. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, the idea of like 20 of you is not a terrible idea. But also, I just hope that, um, I just I hope that you don't think that I want any other boys. I don't know. I think that that's what I think that, I don't remember if you put that one up before or after I put up the other stuff. I didn't look before I started recording this. I was supposed to. And I'm so anxious right now. Um, I need to smoke more weed. It'll help, I think, or not. I don't know, but it might help. I just think that, your face looks so different in camera angles, and So I'm just saying. Um, but also, if you don't post a photo for 2 weeks and I don't know, I guess like physical features change that fast, you probably have a very strange metabolism from like going from like show after show after show to like resting at home and stuff. So you probably have a strange metabolism. I'm not like calling you fat or anything. You just look like either like really lean or like bulkier. But it to the point where it looks like two different fucking people, okay? Um so it's very confusing and just, you know, pointing it out. Anyways, and by two, I mean you could be like basically a different person in every picture, and then at that point, it's like, has that always been happening? And then at that point, it's like, is there even a person, or is there just a group of evil men that are writing songs about me to trap me for some reason? And so, I just have a lot of anxiety, and but everything is fine. And smoking weed really helped because, um, I think I smoked like the day before I put that up. I think I smoked, and then the next day I was like, "Here's all my random theories. Like, I'm just gonna get them out there. I've been sitting on it for a little while now. I'm just gonna say it out loud while I record, and I'll sound less crazy." And you know what? I mean, I'll get some of the crazies out, and I think I did, so that's good.